Hey everybody, welcome back to Moon Prism Studios. Today we're going to be taking a look at the newly released Sailor Moon Figuarts minifigures. These were released in Japan, I believe, back in late November. And so mine just showed up a few weeks ago, and due to being incredibly busy with work and whatnot, I haven't been able to really get a video out there, so I figured I would just take a little bit of time today to make a video for you guys, because these things have been sitting here long enough and they deserve a video. So yeah guys, how about we go ahead and get things started by taking a look at the packaging. So now we're going to take a look at the packaging. On the front of each box you have a clear window that allows you to view the figure from inside the box, as well as the characters' names and pictures of each individual Sailor Scout. And now we're going to take a look at the first side of the box. Has some more pictures of the characters there. Now we're going to look at the second side. Basically, you have another small clear window here. Basically, it's the same window. It just connects to the part of the window on the front, but it allows you to see the figure from the side there. So if you wanted to display them like this on a shelf, you'd be able to see them from the side and know which character you're... I mean, not that it doesn't say that, but you'd be able to view them from the side, but you'd know which character you were going to grab off your shelf. But it's pretty self-explanatory. But anyway, next we have the tops of the boxes that has the characters' names and their colors and the Tamashii Nation's quality stickers. And then we have the bottom of the boxes that have the Toei Animation seal of authenticity that ensure that these products are official. And then last but not least, we have the backs of the boxes. And they come with a lot of information in Japanese that I cannot read, unfortunately. There's some information about the different parts of the figure that it comes with that allow you to pose the character in different poses, as well as this, what they're calling glittering eye feature, or it uses glittering eye technology. Basically, what I think they're trying to do here with that is, they painted the eyes with super glossy paint to kind of mimic the effect you see in some episodes of anime where the eyes are like really, really glossy and they just reflect a lot of light. And as you can kind of see right there, you kind of get that effect. So I think that's basically what that means. So, but yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for the packaging. And now I'm going to open these lovely ladies up, and we're going to take a look at what they look like outside of their boxes. So inside each individual box you will find the figure, display base, as well as a set of extra arms. Each figure comes with 2 extra arms, with the exception of Sailor Mars, who only comes with 1. Alright guys, that is everything that is included inside the boxes, and now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the details. So now we're going to take a look at the details. We're going to start with Sailor Venus. So at the top we have Sailor Venus's signature red bow, and beneath that we have her long blonde hair. And what I love about the hair on the Figuarts, a lot of the Figuarts figures in the Figuarts line is... for some of the characters, they will airbrush certain parts of the hair, and it gives an almost glowing effect, and I just think that looks really cool. So, like, toward the edges of her bangs, it's been airbrushed with, like, a light orange paint. You can kind of see that here, because right here it's a lot brighter, and here it's a little bit darker. So from the top, it kind of fades down into that darker color at the edges there, so I think that looks really cool. So underneath that, we have her signature tiara with her orange gem and her beautiful face. And you can also see that glittering eye effect going on right there that I mentioned earlier when we were looking at the packaging. Beneath that, we have her Sailor Fuku. Looks really cute. And then we have her cute little shoes that have been painted with a beautiful glossy orange paint. Here's the back. Now we're going to take a look at Sailor Mercury. So at the top we have Sailor Mercury's beautiful blue hair that also looks like it's been airbrushed a bit with some darker blue shading toward the bottom here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but looks like they took a darker shade of blue and kind of brushed the bottom. And next we have her tiara with her signature blue gem, as well as her face. Beneath that we have her Sailor Fuku. And then we have her boots that have been painted with a beautiful glossy blue paint. I just love the way that shines in the light. That looks really cool. It's so glossy. And here we have the back. Next, we're going to look at my favorite Sailor Scout, Sailor Moon. At the top, we have Sailor Moon's Odongos with her Odongo shields in them that have been painted with a beautiful metallic red paint. Sailor Moon's hair, just like Sailor Venus's, has been airbrushed with a orange paint for some added effect. Right here in the pigtails, as well as the bottom of her bangs. And beneath her hair, we have her face with her tiara with her signature red gem. I really love the glittering eye effect. I just love that shine. That looks really, really cool. I like how they added the extra glossy paint to kind of capture that glimmer that some anime characters get in a lot of anime episodes when their eyes just seem to kind of sparkle. I think that's really what they were going for, and I think they did a really good job, because that just looks really cool. Also, another thing I wanted to point out is I'm impressed with the amount of detail that went into this brooch. Like, that just looks amazing. Like, every single detail is visible. All the little stones that represent all the inner senshi as well as the moon. You can see all of that. That is incredible. And for such a tiny figure, that's just impressive. I'm really, really impressed. Also, her earrings look amazing too. Anyway, beneath that we have her Sailor Fuku, as well as her signature pink boots with the crescent moons that have been painted with a beautiful glossy pink paint. Here we have the back. So cute. I just really love these. Also, there are ball joints in the pigtails, so you can pose the hair whenever you're displaying your figure. So there's little ball joints in the Odongo. All right, now we're going to look at Sailor Mars. So Sailor Mars has her signature black hair, as well as her cute little face underneath her hair with her tiara with her red gem, which is really shiny. And also we have her little red star earrings. I just love the details on these figures, guys. And I especially love the eye effect where it reflects the light. That just looks really, really cool. Beneath that we have Sailor Mars's Sailor Fuku, as well as her little red boots that have been painted with a beautiful red glossy paint. And here we have the back. Yeah, these are definitely going to end up being some of my favorites in my collection for sure. Here we have Sailor Jupiter. At the top we have her signature brown hair with her little ponytail holder. Also, her ponytail is also on a ball joint, so it can swivel. So you can kind of move it around if you want to when you're posing her. Beneath that, we have Sailor Jupiter's face with her tiara with her green gem. And her eyes also have that amazing glittering eye effect where it reflects the light. And also I like how like you can see the roses on her earrings. That's just really cool. Beneath that, we have her Sailor Fuku, as well as her little boots. I like the tiny details of the laces on there. That's just so cool. And they've been painted with a very glossy green paint. And here we have the back. And yeah, guys, that is it for all the details. And now we're going to take a look at the assembly of the display stands, as well as attaching the extra pair of arms on each of the figures. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the assembly. So prior to filming, I went ahead and assembled all of the 4 inners just to make things a little bit quicker. And I figured, you know what, I might as well just do this demonstration on none other than Sailor Moon, since she is the leader and she's also my favorite. So I figured that'd be perfect. So also one thing I wanted to point out before I get too far into this is that on the inside of this box, there's this little tab here that has some instructions that basically let you know that if you're having any difficulty exchanging the arms, you can remove the figure's head in order to get it out of your way to make it a little easier. So I am going to show you guys how to do that real quick. So yeah, you're just going to use a little bit of force. And now this is optional. When I assembled the 4 inners in the background, I didn't have to take their heads off. I just popped the arms off and on. So, but this is something you can do if you feel like you need to. So yeah, for the sake of this part of the video, I'm just gonna keep her head off just to show you that it does make it a little bit easier. So yeah, just to take the arms off, you have to use a little bit of force, and those should come right off. But yeah, I'm definitely starting to notice that it's a heck of a lot easier than doing it with the head on, because there's not, you know, there's nothing in your way when you're trying to take them off and put them on, so it's definitely a lot quicker to do. So yeah, it is a little scary because you have to use a little bit of force, but just make sure you're careful, that way you don't break anything. So, but yeah, once you're all finished, you can just go ahead and pop her head back in. There's a little socket right there, and this ball joint just pops right back in. And then also, another thing I wanted to point out is that the just like the SH Figuarts line, the regular SH Figuarts line, the hair is removable. So you can remove the hair. Oh my gosh, she looks like a blockhead. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, so you can take the hair off if you want to. So that is something you can do. So yeah, that's how you attach the extra pair of arms. And now I'm going to show you guys how to attach her to the stand. Oh, and before I get too far into this, speaking of stand, I wanted to point out something about Sailor Venus and Sailor Mars. In order to get this little peg in their back, in the hole in their back, you're going to have to lift their hair up. So tilt their heads and lift their hair up in order to get that on there. Otherwise, you're going to have some trouble putting that on there. Or you can just take the head off, just like I did with Sailor Moon. It's completely up to you, but it definitely does make it a lot easier. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to put Sailor Moon on her stand. So all you're going to do is just take this little hole here and pop this little peg in. And that should just pop in like so. And then you can just kind of position her how you want. And there you go. And that is how you attach the extra pair of arms onto the figures. And that concludes my review on the Sailor Moon Figuarts minifigures by Bandai and Tamashii Nations. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to leave a like, share this video, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care, guys.